Welcome back to your 5-Minute Football Fix. I'm Stephen Moran.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and it is October 20th, 2011.
Yes, and it really is the 20th.
We promise.
Today we're talking about Bucs again. We're out here at Pennyhill Park Hotel and Spa in Bagshot, Surrey.
Stephen, what I liked about this morning's practice was Coach had them on the field even earlier today, getting them more acclimated to the time zone. And I got it on good note that there was a press conference that was held by Lovie Smith yesterday where he had to explain and justify their decision to come in on Friday.
That's right. We'll talk about that. We're also talking about a trade that didn't go through.
No.
That's between the Eagles and the Lions. Then
we got the QB, new QBs in town.
Palmer, Ponder, Tebow. And finally, coaches on the hot seat. All right, Jeff. So we'll start off with the new quarterbacks in their new digs. Let's start off.
Palmer, Tebow.
Let's start off with Ponder. Frazier has basically said it's Christian Ponder time here. McNabb gets benched again. That's not good. That can't be good for McNabb.
No, Donovan's done in this league, and it's too bad because we don't know if he had anything left in the tank. But when Shanahan came in and cut his legs off from underneath him, when Andy Reid came in and cut off his legs from underneath him, and now when Leslie Frazier does the same, you don't have anything left in your confidence bucket.
Sorry about McNabb, but it's time, buddy, to hang up the cleats. It is over, pretty much. All right, in Oakland, Palmer time. That's right,
Carson Palmer. They say you can never go home again. Well, the USC kid comes to California.
Comes back to California, and you know what? We're getting strong indications. He is starting this week. Now, they just signed him 2 days ago, but he is ready to play. I like this. I like Carson Palmer coming in for Oakland, and the Oakland Raiders just became playoff contenders. You better believe it.
I like him doing this to Darren McFadden.
Well, that is one thing that he didn't have in Cincinnati. So he's already got the arm. He's going to be able to go deep to Darius Hayward-Bay. But he does have a running game with McFadden. McFadden's leading the league in rushing, and it's only going to get better. So this is going to be good.
Yeah, it will be. Now, finally, the last guy up in the new quarterback department is Tim Tebow. You all wanted it. You get it. The freak lefty is coming out to run around and make touchdowns and make people miss him and all sorts of stuff.
Here's the problem. As we discussed earlier in previous 5-Minute Football Fix, Brandon Lloyd, the stud wide receiver, gone, shipped to St. Louis. Now Tebow has to find a way to get it done with the likes of Eddie Royal and Janoris Moore, and I don't know. So he's got his work cut out for him. Let's see how Tebow does this weekend. He's got the Miami Dolphins, so that's a good thing going forward.
I've got him winning this week because he's playing the worst team in football.
All right, now, Jeffrey, we're going to take a look at coaches on the hot seat.
Getting a little caliente down there.
We'll start in Philadelphia, where Andy Reid and his team at 2-4. That seat's got to be pretty hot.
Now, I cannot imagine who would have predicted at the beginning of the season. The dream team talk was hyperbole. However, that this team would be bad? Who could have predicted that this team would be bad and that Andy Reid could potentially lose his job over this?
Fortunately for the Philadelphia Eagles, they're in the NFC East, and all those teams are kind of struggling right now, so they might have a shot to kick it into gear. But still, Jeffrey, they got to win 9 out of their last 10.
And they're not playing well.
It's going to be tough.
Tony Sperano down in Miami, your seat is hotter than Andy Reid's.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you why. Because your seat could get so hot, you may be out of a job by the end of this week.
Steven, I think halftime they might replace him.
That's a possibility. Has anybody ever been replaced at halftime?
No, that's how bad it is in Miami.
It's a possibility. Well, Todd Haley of the Kansas City Chiefs, they're not doing so good, and he's pretty much had his time there. The Kansas City Chiefs are tired of his kind of like attitude on the sideline. He might be out of a job. Anyone else?
No, but I'm stunned. The thought that these are the division-winning Kansas City Chiefs, Scott Pioli, the love fest that went on down there, bringing Matt Castle from New England, and now it's a mess.
All right, well, we keep saying they were a division winner, but really, come on. Finally,
they did.
I think Ken Wisenhunt of the Arizona Cardinals, he might be on the hot seat as well. The Cardinals aren't doing so good.
They're horrible.
Jeffrey, real quickly, we've got some interviews coming up.
What do you think is going to be your biggest challenge going up against the Chicago Bears?
Man, I mean, my biggest challenge is going to be, trying to slow down Julius Peppers. Julius Peppers is a great athlete. Been playing great this year. I mean, they said he was hurt last week, and it sure didn't look like he was hurt with the way he played. So, that's going to be a big problem for me is trying to just slow him down and just get in his way because he's a great player.
No. Devin Hester will have to go against our Pro Bowl, hopefully our Pro Bowl, our grass skirt guy. We can get him in one for Michael King. Hopefully we can directionally kick, do some different things. When we have to kick to him, like last week we played Sproles, another dynamic punt returner. We were able to keep the ball away from him with limited production. but limited touches, that's what we need to do, because Devin Nuss is a great player.
How do you feel about Pennyhill Park? Once you come back here?
Nice, man. Beautiful premises. They treated us, great here. So, even if it's not for a football game, man, I would definitely visit again.
If I had you go into fantasy football this week, what could I expect?
I ain't one for predictions, but hey, I get a job done.
What do you see about Tampa Bay today that gets them ready for the Sunday?
I think the real thing is going to be Ernest Graham and his ability to step in for LeGarrette Blount. And we saw during practice today them emphasizing the following the fullback, following your lead blocker, and the handing it off to Graham. So we expect good things there.
I like Graham in fantasy football this week. That's all the time we got. I'm Stephen Miranda.
Jeff Ellis.
For your 5-minute football fix. Out.